Okay, so this is going over verbs. Verbs are doing words, and the simplest way of explaining what they are. This means that they're to do with action in stories or in sentences. So, for example, if I say, the boy kicked the ball, do you know what the verb is in that? Well, the verb is kicked, and that's because that is the action that's being done. There are two other things in this sentence that are important. You've got the boy and the ball. So, the boy is the one doing the activity, and the ball is the one being acted on, the thing being acted on. So, then we add the action in, and it shows you what the boy is doing to the ball. Okay? So, verbs are very interesting in themselves, but to make them better, we add adverbs. So you actually add adverbs. That's an easy way to remember what they are, because you add an adverb to make a verb more interesting. So it's in fact describing a verb. Okay, so how about we use a word like dangerously. The boy kicked the ball dangerously, for example. So it might have been dangerously close to the road. You might have almost kicked it into the road, that means. And we could add that in to this sentence there. So the boy kicked, or the boy dangerously kicked the ball. So what sounds more interesting? The boy kicked the ball or the boy dangerously kicked the ball? Yeah. So we use adverbs to make it more interesting. Alright, they are similar to adjectives. The only difference is adjectives, they don't describe verbs, they describe nouns. Okay, and nouns, if you remember, are objects. They are also names, and usually we think of them also as places. Okay, there are actually a few different types of nouns as well. So there are pronouns, where instead of using people's names, we use words like his, her, he, its, they. Okay, because basically we could either say, for example, Sally went to school, or we could replace this noun with she. So that would be she went to school. Okay, that makes sense with pronouns, hopefully. The next thing is that there's another type of noun, and that is a proper noun. And we just saw an example of one just then, actually. And that was Sally. That's because Sally is a name. It's a name given to someone. So people get confused about this because they think, oh, we've named things like, for example, we named an object a ball. But this isn't a name that you'd see written on a passport or written on a sign or anything. A ball is just an object, while Sally is a person. And that is why she gets a proper noun. And you might have noticed something important about that, and that is the capital letter at the beginning of the word. Okay? So, that gives you a little bit to think about with nouns.